Imagine this, you tell your family you're off to a keyboard event for work, and their faces is just pure confusion. What do they even do over there, they ask. And then you just say like, oh, you know, just thousands of people just gathering to type on some keyboards, you know? And they look at you like you're losing it. But hey, if you're watching this video, you might be wondering the exact same thing. What on earth happens at these keyboard conventions and what does Wooting do all day? Well, let me take you back a little over 2 weeks ago to the ZFrontier keyboard event in Shenzhen, China. It all starts with one thing: sleep deprivation, because sleep is for the weak, right? I was so dead from a flight from Amsterdam that I was a walking zombie. So after a restless night, we stumble into the hotel breakfast and get some foodsies in the belly. After breakfast, we get it in the lobby. And of course, the only thing we do during the day is just type on keyboards, wherever we can, of course. And besides that, Calder's wife also picked up some coffee and pastries from the hotel coffee shop to bring to the event, and then we all headed out of the hotel. Next, we ordered a taxi, and I was so surprised to see so many electric cars on the roads in China, with brands you never encounter back home. But I'm also relieved we're taking taxis instead of driving ourselves, because the traffic can be a little bit chaotic at times. As soon as the taxi pulls up at the venue, we grab our stuff and we hop onto the escalator. The first stop is a quick security check before we step into the main building. Inside, it's like a maze of halls, each one filled with different things. And our hall, it's all about keyboards, baby, with a little bit of cosplay. And hold on, what's that beauty over there? Oh yeah, that's our booth, looking incredible. Yeah, boy. The crazy thing about this all is like everything you see here is just set up in one single day. Can you actually believe that? Now check out the shots of the build-up and the progress everyone's making. And Calder's wife just had to wipe the TV because it was dirty as heck. So many fingerprints. Then actually during the event days we head down and make our way to the best booth at the event, of course. We jump right into unpacking keyboards, setting up the computers and arranging the monitors, and I still needed to get my camera on the gimbal. And since we're working with rental computers, guess what? No games were installed. And let me tell you, the internet at the event, it was painfully slow. It literally took the entire day just to download Counter-Strike. So, okay, why are we doing these events? Well, simple. Most people don't get the chance to try out our keyboards in person because we don't deliver to that many retailers worldwide. And events like this, they're the perfect opportunity for hands-on experiences with Wooting keyboards. Plus, visitors always have a ton of questions about how our keyboards work and what makes them so special. And beyond the tech, it's also a great way for people to just meet us and see the faces behind the brand. But here's the thing. It's not just about educating visitors, because we are here to learn too. The Chinese audience, they see things differently compared to a European or American crowd, and that insight is invaluable. It helps us to improve our products and services, plus it opens doors to relationships with brands that don't usually showcase their products abroad. And it's also a golden chance for us to fiddle around with keyboards, of course. I mean, just take Outlab for instance. They're collaborating with us on a custom case for the Wooting 60HE.
For me, I really enjoy making new stuff, having fun at it, and trying new things. I feel working with Outlab together, we're able to do something new as well. We've not worked with anybody together on a case in this way. So it's very exciting to me that now everybody that likes to use a 6-stage also has a chance to create a very luxury experience with a 6-stage. And depending on if everybody likes it or doesn't like it, we'll just do this more often.
I mean, just look at how sick this thing is. They brought the latest prototype to the event, and being there in person, we could instantly share feedback. Which is of course way better than trying to do that over email or video calls, right? That's a thick ass boy! Then we swung by the TTC booth for a little chat. Their magnetic switch lineup is super interesting, and we're definitely thinking about adding them to our store in the future. But first we gotta test those switches to make sure they're 100% compatible with our boards. And, of course, let's be real, I freaking love seeing all the wild and crazy keyboard designs at these events. Some companies bring out the most outrageous, one-of-a-kind creations. Often they are ridiculously expensive and definitely not for the masses. But those are the gems that I enjoy the most on these events. And as the clock strikes 5 PM, it is cleanup time. We gather all of our items and put them back into the cabinets. Once the booth is all packed up, it is dinner time, baby. And we head out to find a hot pot restaurant, which was actually really nice. And we recap the day, share a few laughs, and just unwind after all the hustle. After dinner, we grab a taxi back to the hotel, and then it's time for some well-deserved rest. And for the next few days, it is basically the same routine, over and over again. Until the last day. On Friday, Calder and I decided to do a live stream. But remember the painfully slow internet for downloading Counter-Strike? Yeah, the live stream didn't fare much better. And it also turned into a bit of a Where's Waldo stream as well, because Calder was taking a piss and I had to look for him afterwards. Thankfully he's pretty long, so it was easy to find him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
And after the whole day, the booth builders had to come back and tear everything down and disassemble the whole booth. And obviously taking it down was much faster than setting it up. But we thankfully didn't have to do anything of that, so we just headed out to another restaurant, called a taxi, and then spent a last night at the hotel before heading home. And that's a wrap on our keyboard event experience. ZFrontier was a blast and we're already looking forward to the next one. Thanks for joining us on this adventure, and if you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe and like this video of course for more content. And until next time, goodbye.